Okay, so how do we make a change?
So first we have to make a patch. I think you have to click in here, here first. Yeah. Name of the patch for the bike. A bit shorter than me.
Is it fuel mod? Is that all right?
As long as you don't know which one it is, yeah. You should work only with that file, but it might be in future. So now we have to update the patch. My size is empty, so we have to click that plus icon here.
The plus.
Yeah, the little one, yeah. And then add the patch. That works, okay. So now we go to acceleration. And then you can change it.
So can we select all of those and add?
So, from 6,000 for 5,000, we here it shows is going on the lean, and that this one is 13, so 5,000. So if you get from here, follow that, it doesn't work like this, then you go in here,
Yeah.
not the last one, this one, and then in here you can put the value, which will be see what happens instead of 5. This way, and apply, then change that.
Okay, right.
So now we can close that. There is a save button here to save that change in the patch. And if you go to control screen, you have to click that one area on that when you're gonna change the patch on here. You have to choose your file what you have downloaded with the name, yeah, and then the patch what you have done is this one, and upload. Yeah, you have to discover. Click both of them. It is about this charity one. And then when it's all finishing here, you're gonna hear the pump, and then you can start it and check it. So can you comment that so we're gonna have something on video? So before we start the motor, can you make some comments so we're gonna have it on the video?
Yeah, so fueling modify from 5,500 RPM upwards, wide open throttle. Hopefully to rectify the lean running.
So basically we have added some more fuel in it.
Right, a bit squirt then.
How it is with the neighbours in here?
So they're all lean
Mhm.
above 5,000 RPM.
Mhm. So it
So
shows.
if I richen all of that table up there,
It all depends what you want to achieve. Because if you change that 40%, what I think what will happen, if you go through that, you will feel that it is pulling like crazy. If it goes from that 30% to 40%.
right? Okay.
So I will not to use that one, just to leave it for this interpolation or the time when it's going to change.
So do we try and change the main airflow table then to richen everything up?
Yeah, you can show that map, and then we can compare it to the AFR what we have. So because it is this map sensor, it is not really easy to find where is what now. But what we can do is just from 60 kPa to 100 kPa and all the bottom, just add 10% to it.
Okay, so the whole table.
Yeah, it's about half of it because then it is that's used for cruising and so on.
So
And you have to plus that green icon over at the bottom, so that change will add it to be to that patch. You have to select it one more time. Because then not the last one, just one
that one.
before, yeah. And because it is like what is the values over there? 90, 94.
Yeah.
So 10% will be like 8. So you can use the first one and put 8 over there and then apply. Instead of 1, change it to 8. Apply, and then you should change all of that over there.
Okay.
So I guess it is about 8 to 10% more.
Yeah.
So let's close that. Can we make a run with that, or?
Yeah. So how do we apply that to the?
So now we have to save it. There's this save icon at the bottom. And go to the first one, control, the tab over there. And you have to patch that to the ECU. You have to disconnect. And that is already chosen over there. So
that would that be saved into that now?
that's the same file what we've been working with.
Right.
For
Okay.
the first patch.
So upload.
Yes. If you both of them and then continue. If you want to make more patches for some reason, then you have to change each time. This you have to create each time and then change the name of it. Depends what you know what you need. So with this map over there, it might be only the values for the air, how it goes. I think there is also a target for each RPM and depends on the TPS. But we're gonna see this now if that made any changes or not.
Okay. down on the throttle, it's still lean. It's just 80 and 100. Well, 8 is there, which is acceptable. So how can we do the lower throttle? Is that the different?
Anything below 40%, I believe, is this map. But this, I would say this for closed loop.
So how can we change the target for
So
closed
it
loop?
might be target over there for closed loop. There should be target in here for the closed loop. Is that will be
14.
well? We can try to change that to 14 or 13.5. We have switched the ignition off, so that's why it is showing error. So again, at the bottom over there, green icon, the plus sign, yeah. Then we can change it. 13.5.
Okay.
Because I believe it is not on the idle.
Right. Okay. So we're now the.
And then save icon over there. Yep. And we have to upload it if we're not changing anything else. Yes, because it's asking you for save it for some reason. Yeah, like it was not saved. Just upload without connect. Both of them. It is getting there. So it looks like this injector is okay. That is not too small or something.
Okay, to try again.
Okay. So we should just photo it. So, have you seen any change?
No, it's not changing.
No. So,
So if we...
So that's above the 40%, I believe. But I think you can see where's that threshold is. One of those says power HTTPS threshold. So that tells you above 6,500 it is 40% of throttle. Then it goes in that map. Below that is you have to turn it 70%.
Got ya. Yeah.
So that's the you can change that, but it doesn't really. We don't need to change that. So that map, you can if you.
So if we richen all that up.
Yeah, then we can see the change on that
Right. So
TTS settings. You have to just
edit calibration.
you can do that, or you can just first highlight all of those. You can use the keyboard to do it. You have to use that over there. And if you divide, if you go in here, if you click on that, the value of 2,
Yeah.
then we're gonna put like 0.1. That will change it by 10%. In this way, you can get it lower, all of that. Or you can click in here, put let's say 12, and that will be all.
But if we do that one, add 1,000 to all
that
of
will
those.
go up. It needs to be -1, then we're gonna go down.
So you can put a minus value in there.
You can, yeah. And if you put apply, it will be 12 or something like that.
That's it. Perfect.
Then at the bottom, save. I'll upload it. And you know, with these values of that throttle, like let's say 30% or something,
Yeah.
it is while you're cruising.
Yeah.
So why we would like to have more fuel over there?
It's just going back to the superbike tuning. We tend to run about 13.5 on a cruise control up to about 20% throttle and about half the RPMs, and then above it 13.2, and then peak power is 13, and that tends to give. But this is all a learning curve to me, the small bore stuff. So it's just going to be play around with it, find out what works. I was trying to have a look at the map values to see if it was we were outside of the area. You know, where we'd made the change in the
Oh yeah,
map table.
yeah. So by the way, if you go to the control tab over there, you can you see that cranking where it says record log file in the middle of that. If you change it to something more familiar, let's say back test or something, and then you click start recording, you're gonna record all of the settings, all of the values of the sensors.
Got you.
So then you can play that log back and you can see what was there. If you click start, you're gonna start logging, and you can switch that to that. setting somewhere there for that fuel. So if you go to tuning, there is open loop. So the first one over there, and if you change it to calibration, I think that's the target for that open loop, but I don't know when it is triggered.
Okay.
Because it looks like it is from the low revs to the max, and then all the way to the KPA. So you can find it there if you change that, because it is like 16 or 15 AFR when it goes like 40% throttle.
Yeah.
So it might be that.
Okay.
And everything else is error.
Okay, I think I can play though now.
Yeah.
And how, if I want to go back, if I make a change and it's bad, how can I load the standard file back in?
Completely standard, then you have to go there and choose that to none. And then upload it.
No, right, okay, yeah.
Because from now you can make a second file over there, like tuning, and if you go to tune, if you make a new file,
How
then
do we do it?
in here,
Yeah.
then you're gonna have a different name, and to let's say basic tune, and from there, actually you can use this one as a basic tune and then advanced tune.
Yeah, I've got you.
So from that point,
Yeah.
future. You got another. If you can go and have a look on the Spark. There's a base angle in here, and then there is that power enrichment for a full throttle. If you change to that, so it is 38, so it is quite a lot.
Okay.
So even I would say try to do 36 on that and make a one more run to see if there's not too much. You will have to put that plus. And that icon at the bottom. And that one, instead of 5, put 36. Apply. Upload and then
Save.
because I was saying sometimes it might be too much.
Nice one. I think I'm good to go now.
If you show me that, all of these values, what you have measured, and how we can compare that change from that spark ignition. Like to show what we had now to compare it what we had before the spark change.
That's where we were with the standard exhaust, with the exhaust when it was gutted.
Mhm.
So
That was the first run.
yeah. So that's virtually a horsepower improvement.
Let me make that on video. So that's our comparison of stock bike and after tune, yeah?
No, just a second. I can show you complete stock bike.
Yes. Okay, that.
So that was completely standard. So
Okay.
we're over. It's 1.1 horsepower improvement.
And that is on the wheel.
Yeah.
So I think when this run, what we've done is just to add more fuel.
Yeah.
Can we see that other one?
I haven't got the AFR trace for the standard exhaust because I couldn't get the probe down it.
Ah, okay. And for this one, what is today?
That's one.
That's the one. So we can see it was like what, up to 15 AFR.
Yeah.
Just
Six.
that have added 1 horsepower.
That's it.
And it's all the way down over there. From
The red one's where it is now. So we've picked up a pile of power low down as well.
Mm-hmm.
So we're half a horsepower improvement at 2,500 revs. The torque's a really impressive gain. Let me just
How you compare that to bigger bikes?
So that's torque alone.
If you look at the numbers, it is not that big a difference.
But as a percentage it is, because you actually compare the area under the graph. So there's an awful lot more area with that than there is with the standard blue line. The blue line, you can see the torque's breaking down there, it's actually reducing.
Yeah.
Whereas now we've got a nice curve out of it.
And that's just the fuel. Nice. It's nice to see that. You sure there's no restriction in the airbox?
No, there's just the air filter in there. I've already been in there.
Did you have a look on to the throttle to that all of that intake?
No, I've not been in.
Sometimes they might be not not perfectly
Got ya.
lined in. So
No, that's good. That's nice. Now I'm happy with that.
if I look on that 13, actually at about 8.5, you can see that bump over there.
Yeah,
on
there.
the AFR, yeah. So that looks like there is more air than the fuel over there. So
That's
you might
correct,
be
yeah.
still, something where you can tweak.
Yeah, but typically I'll aim for 13.2, which this is set at 13. So just let me. So we're actually on the line up. 2% change, to be fair, will make very, very little difference.
And when it goes down, that means it is not enough air over there.
That's starting to run rich, yeah, so the injector's more than capable to match the engine.
Ah, okay.
So they're on that power enrichment.
Over there, yeah. The second bucket. It's just one click, you don't have to twice.
Yeah, yeah. You could probably go up to say 11.1 there, just to level that out.
Yeah. But with this fuel, what we've done, it is about what I'm doing, and just making sure that it's 35 degrees of that advance at that, watt.
Yeah.
And that's it. There's different settings, like the fuel at cranking, there is at idle and so on. But if the bike runs okay and you haven't done any changes to that, you don't have to, you know, do anything with it.
Yeah.
When it's cold, when it starts, it's okay. When it's cold, when it's hot, it is starting okay. So there's no issue. There's no point to change anything of that.
But I mean, a 1 horsepower gain, that's what, 15%, isn't it? So that's.
Hey, even better, yeah, because it is 8%. Yeah. I think it would be 12%.
Yeah, so that's going to be a noticeable difference, isn't it?
Oh yeah, definitely. Especially if you're going uphill.
Yeah, yeah. And the guy's a big lad as well, so he'll definitely feel the difference. So that's it now. We can go and try it, see what he wants, and then we can probably play with it about some more.
It is like this rejecting the carb.
Yeah.
All the bikes.
Yeah.
Just adding more fuel.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Right, we'll go and get some keys and we'll take you back. What do we owe you, mister, for your time?
What do you think in the future? You will need me in here for something like that.
Well, if you want to do any bikes on here, I can do your really, really cheap rates if you want to use the dyno. Like if you want to bring your own bike.
Well, at some point I would like to check my bike, how it runs.
Yeah.
And from there...
Well, tell you what then, for today, if you bring your bike next year when it's weather's warmer, I'll give you the day for free.
That's nice. And again, I will do a video to show that my bike is, improved.
But we can play around all day. If you get here for sort of 9:30.
Can you one more time give me that picture so I can make a picture of that before and after?
Yeah.
This one, what we've done today, yeah? The first one. And pretty much the last one.
There you go. I'll just take those gas lines off.
So it's nice. What do you say, what was the difference between the stock exhaust and this one? Or you haven't measured it?
About half.
Did that make any change?
Yeah.
Well, you had no AFR reading.
I didn't for the standard one, no. That's the difference. The exhaust, just gutting the exhaust made, so just on 0.5 horsepower at peak. But I could with the standard exhaust, because it's got one of the super trap type. I couldn't get the probe down to measure the AFR. And then as a ultimate, we've picked back.
Very interesting. So it was 7 and 6 with the stock one.
7.6 standard. 8.09 with a gutted exhaust, and now it's 8.6.
One more picture.
Happy?
That's wicked.
So yeah, if that helps you. So fueling modified from 5,500 RPM upwards, wide open throttle. Hopefully to rectify the lean running.
So basically we have added some more fuel in it.
Right, we'll give it a squirt, eh?
or something.
So that was completely standard. So
Okay.
we're over, it's 1.1 horsepower improvement.
And that is on the wheel.
Yeah,
So I think when this run, what we've done is just to add more fuel.
yeah.
Can we see that other one?
I
at
haven't
bottom?
got the AFR trace for the standard exhaust because I couldn't get the probe down it.
Ah, okay. And for this one, what is today?
That's one.
That's the one. So we can see it was like, what, up to 15 AFR.
Yeah,
Just
6.
that have added 1 horsepower.
that's it.
And it's all the way down over there, yeah? From
The
4...
red one's where it is now. So we've picked up a pile of power low down as well.
Mhm.
So we're half a horsepower improvement at 2,500 revs. The torque's a really impressive gain. So that's torque alone.
If you look at the numbers, it is not that big a difference.
But as a percentage it is, because you actually compare the area under the graph.
Mm.
So there's an awful lot more area with that than there is with the standard blue line. The blue line, you can see the torque's breaking down there. It's actually reducing.
Yeah.
Whereas
True.
now we've got a nice curve out of it.
Yeah. And that's just the fuel. Nice.